Sure. So, Tamanna, two things that we need to keep an eye on when it comes to Bharat Heavy Electricals. One is that its order book. Its order book is well over 1 lakh crore rupees, but its execution has continued to see weakness, and it's not just a one-off quarter. It's a little bit of a trend when it comes to BHEL, and because of that, its revenues, while they have risen 5% year on year, they are still below Bloomberg estimates of around 6,000 crores. That has in fact led to weakness as far as its operations are concerned, and thereby leading to an EBITDA loss of around 63 crores against a profit of 144 crores year on year. Well, no prizes for guessing then that the bottom line has also seen a net loss of around 149 crores year on year against a profit of 43 crores. Now, do remember that off late, we have seen BHEL run up substantially. In fact, it has been one of the top gainers of late over the course of the last 2 to 3 weeks, largely on account of the several orders that it has got from other government entities. The question really is that while it continues to see its order book burgeon in terms of its execution, that's where there has been slackness, and that is very evident in the numbers that you've seen in BHEL. Also, the reason why we have started seeing that weakness come through, especially over the last couple of sessions. The real question is, can the company really pick up its execution? For now, that doesn't seem to be the case, and that's very evident in the numbers too.
You know, what a succinct and perfect breakup of the problems with BHEL, because it's talking and it's giving you a hint into what the bigger problem is when it comes to PSUs. And yes, you might have seen some recovery in some of those counters, but all right, you are getting the orders. Can you execute them? Can you execute them on time with efficiency? And that's where the whole question comes. I'm coming very quickly to Dharmesh on this, and let me get his view first on BHEL and this whole PSU pack pain that we've been seeing.
Yeah, Tamila, I mean, there cannot be a better way of highlighting this fact that execution is the thing. And the other companies from the PSU pack like Hindustan Aeronautics or Bharat Electronics, they have demonstrated the execution capability. And that is why the premium valuation has come through. BHEL, though it's having an order book of more than 1 lakh crore rupees, that is almost 5x of their current run rate. I mean, operating loss is something which should not have been there. I can understand lesser operating profit or the operating margins being lower, but operating loss is something which is definitely not negotiable. And the entire run-up to BHEL was on only two counts. One was the healthy order book and increasingly growing order book. And the second was that this company has transformed into a more of a private sector play where execution is, picking up in a better way. So that doesn't look to, prima facie, that doesn't look to be the case. I have to look more into the details of it. But definitely this is not a thing which will go down well with the investors and traders who are, holding BHEL.
Sure. Thanks for that, Dharmesh. Before I come back to you, let me go to Sony. Sony, your views, especially with regard to some of these the broader PSU pack, how are they looking on charts, but specifically on BHEL, what's your view at this particular price point?
Harsh, if we just talk about BHEL, then from the options data, I can see that 200 holds out to be a very strong support. Even on charts, it was indicating, because earlier it was a very strong breakout above 200, and the entire of Jan and Feb series, we've seen it continuously holding above 200. There's a lot of aggressive put writing also at 200, even when the result impact has been seeing, and the stock has seen a sizable fall. So I believe that with this support, it can definitely bounce back and head towards 220, 225 odd levels in the coming days. 200 holds a very crucial support, but any break or close below this level can cause some profit booking, on a charts basis, and it can see 190, 188 odd levels also. But as of now, the stock is a good buy from dips, keeping a 200 as a stop loss, and look for targets of 220. I think that's how it can bounce back. And speaking about the broader PSU space, we've seen some volatility in this entire space where last 2 days some profit booking has taken place. But obviously the correction that has happened has also given a very good buy on dip sort of a strategy, especially in stocks like NTPC, ONGC, Coal India that you can see. So I think these stocks they've just come to the level where one can reinitiate the longs and ride the momentum again for another 5 to 6% upside.